We can use pattern blocks to model the addition of decimals. So let's call this 1. Let's call this 1/10, and let's call this 1/100th. It would take 10 tenths to make 1 whole, and it would take 100 hundredths to make 1 whole. Here's the expression. Go ahead and tell me, what is that expression going to be? If you said 4/10 plus 7/10, you got it right. If we want to add these, we're going to combine these. And when we combine these, the question is, how many are there total? Adding decimals means we need to add like terms, ones with ones, tenths with tenths. To make that easier to do, I will line up my decimals so that I can add my place values. I see 4/10 and 7/10 is a total of how many tenths? If you said 11/10, you're right. 11/10 would simplify to 10/10, which is 1 whole, plus 1/10. In order to show 10/10 is 1 whole and 1/10 is 1/10, I'm going to come back to my algorithm and say 4/10 and 7/10 is 1/10. Don't forget your decimal. And I'll regroup my 1 whole into the ones column. I see 1 whole plus 0 and 0 is 1 and 1/10. When we're adding decimals, we can use pattern blocks. And when we use those pattern blocks and combine them, we might need to regroup. 11/10 regroups into 1 whole and 1/10. I need to make sure that I put that decimal in the proper place value, which is the tenths. And I need to make sure that I regroup that 1 whole to the proper place value, which is the ones.